Have y'all heard about the Spider-Man of Denver? Because I just learned about this and it is truly one of the most terrifying true stories I've ever read. So there was this homeless man named Theodore Coneys, okay? Small guy, really thin, okay? That's important for later, and down on his luck. So he goes to the house of one of his former acquaintances, a guy named Philip Peters, hoping to just ask him for some help. When he gets to the house, Philip isn't home, but the door is unlocked. So he just lets himself in and starts looking for food, money, whatever he can find. While he's searching the house, he discovers a tiny crawl space door inside of a closet that leads up to an attic. An attic is a generous word, okay? The opening is maybe 2 feet wide and not tall. Most grown adults couldn't fit through it. But Theodore is small enough to squeeze through the opening. So he climbs up, finds a space that is literally barely bigger than a coffin, and decides that's better than being out on the street, lays down an ironing board as a bed, and just starts living there in secret. So for weeks, whenever Philip would leave the house, Theodore would sneak down, eat his food, use the bathroom, hang out in the house, and then just climb back up into his hole before Philip got home. But then one day, Philip doesn't actually leave. Theodore, who thinks he's gone, comes down to do his thing, and Philip walks in and catches him. Philip freaks out, Theodore panics, and Theodore ends up beating him to death in his own kitchen. But this is where it gets even crazier, okay, because he doesn't leave. He just climbs back up into the attic. This whole time, Philip's wife had been in the hospital with a broken hip. She's finally released from the hospital. She comes home to find her husband's body in the kitchen. Obviously, she calls the police. They investigate, but they have no leads, so the case goes cold. She's living in the house with no idea that her husband's killer is literally living directly above her. But she does start reporting hearing noises, seeing lights that she didn't turn on. Even neighbors swore they saw a face in the window at one point. But everyone, including police, decide the house is haunted. He literally just wrote this woman off as paranoid and crazy, yeah, ghosts be crazy. And then 9 months into this ongoing nightmare, okay, since she got home, a cop who's doing surveillance on the house sees a curtain move when no one was supposed to be home. So they raid the house and find Theodore literally trying to crawl back up into his hole. And when police saw the opening no one believed a person could fit through on their first search of the house, they said it looked like a spider's nest, which is how he got the name the Spider-Man of Denver. He was convicted of murder and died in prison. But this guy killed someone and then lived in his own crime scene for 9 months. And the only reason anyone even found out was because he moved a fucking curtain. Anyway, I don't know. Check your attics. I won't be sleeping ever again. Hey, baby.
Yeah.
Will you go check the attic?
For what? Because of the story you read?
Please, I'm not gonna be able to sleep.
Yes,
Thank you.
We'll go. Check the attic.